Hey, people are here. Hello. How are we all? I'm just setting up so I can read the comments on my phone as well. Yeah, so I just got off Josh's live stream as well. First Degree Forge, and I thought, hey. Yeah, so I just got off. Quite don't want to turn the volume down on that. Hey, Bowen. Hey, Denise. Hey, Chris. How are you? I'm going to attempt to make some tongs today. What am I doing? That's what I'm doing. I'm going to try and do a drop the tongs weld. So I'm going to make the nibs, basically the boss and the jaws out of this. I think it's 1/2 inch by 1 inch or 12 mil by 25 mil. And then I've got some old handles that I had off an old pair of tongs that I broke. So I'm going to fix these. I'll cut these off. I'm going to fix them up, scarf them, and attempt drop the tongs weld. Maybe we'll see what happens. Okay, who else here? Hey, Josh. Oddwood, Neil. I thought you were going, Neil. What's going on? Hey, Daniel. No, I haven't yet, Dana. We had Easter long weekend, so it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, plus a couple of weeks shipping from US to Australia. Generally takes at least 3 weeks, so I'm probably expecting it this week, maybe next week. Hey, Heather. So I went live on Facebook yesterday. Yesterday was just a comedy of errors. Absolutely. First of all, my gas forge fell off the table that I had it on and bent it up, and I had to stop using that. So I went to the J-Bod forge in order to do my sword, which I've got mainly finished here. I'll show you this in a sec. But then during the course of yesterday, I was fixing, forging out the tang and everything like that. And I cooled off this end in order to hold. And as I've gone to pick it up out of the fire, it was a little bit hot on this bit. So I picked it up and actually burnt my hand enough that took me out for the rest of the day yesterday. So it wasn't comfortable. But yeah, so this is actually pretty much a saw blade tang out. I need to, if you can see down here, the tang's a little bit skewiff at the moment. The rest of the blade is fairly straight, but the tang's a little bit skewiff. So I've got to heat it up and straighten this up, and then it's basically into grinding. This is for the shillet. I've got where I'm going to grind out and flatten out for the shillet and stuff like that. Oddwood, how's it going? So yeah, burnt my hand and it wasn't comfortable. Took me out for the rest of the day yesterday, but luckily I got no blisters or anything like that, and I can still hold stuff, so it's pretty good. It's fixable. I straightened up the casing, and yeah, everything else seems to be okay. I've just got to redo the refractory basically. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But as for the fetter, it currently sits just below my sternum, which is perfect length for me. And without any furniture, the balance point's about there. So once I put the furniture on, it should bring it back down to here, which is what I want. This is a leaf spring. This is my first one, so I'm not making it out of known steel just to practice. I've still got to build a quench tank that's long enough to actually take this and practice making all the furniture and stuff like that. So I wanted something that was usable, but also it's full practice. I didn't want to go making out of mild steel, but yeah. And considering it's a practice sword in all sense of the words, being a feather, why not practice? Hey, Monica, how are you? Yeah, so it was, if I can find the piece of leaf spring, I did show it off yesterday, but if I can find the piece of leaf spring that it came from, it was actually a fairly chunky piece. So So it started out, the other half of that now had a little bit more on it. I actually took, cut the end off to do some hardening testing and stuff like that. But yeah, so it was probably about that long. But if you can see the thickness, it's what, over half an inch thick at the thickest point, and that came down to about maybe 5 mil. So I'm not sure what that is in imperial. See you, Dana. Is Dana off? Yeah, no worries, Dana. Thank you. Be safe. Have a good week. Well, I haven't actually done a full handle yet, so you know, I've kind of thrown myself in the deep end, but that's half the fun, isn't it? I tend to do that a lot. Throw myself in the deep end and see what comes out, and then as I keep doing it, and it gets better as I go. So typical day stuff. So how was everyone tonight? Today, this morning, whatever. Wherever you are in the world, how is it at your particular time? Some of you have missed out on a treat in my Facebook Live if you've got me on Facebook. I actually was singing yesterday. A little challenge by young Caitlin Barrett had me singing. Yeah, that's it. Sometimes you just got to jump in both feet and do it. Sorry, it's just heating up the steel. It's I had to flatten out my forge area. It was getting a bit wavy. Yeah, okay, bushrover, how's it going, mate? Oh, that's all right now. Keep sneezing. Oh, that's right. It's coming into the spring there, isn't it? I'm pretty good. Apart from the burn yesterday, the thumb still. It's funny. I can feel the burn. It's still tender, but it's not. It's surprisingly, it's not that bad. I've had worse burns, which is really good. Hey, West Wales, how's it going? Hear that? That's the kookaburras. That's what they sound like here in the NT. Hey, Ben, how's it going? Ken? Got a whole family of kookaburras living around here. That needs to be hotter. Oh. Might have to crank that blower a bit faster by the look at it. I'm not too, but I notice when everything starts flowering, I can get a little bit sneezy as well. So, Ben's Aussie stream. He's an honorary Aussie. I don't mind it sometimes. Let's move this stool out of the way. I was using the stool to sit there and watch while Josh was live. I couldn't hear over my banging and his banging, so I was like, I'll just stop for a minute. Hey, Tommy, how's it going? Let's see how we're going with this. All right, so nice heavy hammer. going? With new boots. You're going to have to explain that one, Ben. Hey, Ben Strickland, how's it going? I'm not working spring this time. This is just mild steel that the tongs are made out. The tongs are going to be made out of. Actually, that's a good idea. While I've got this fire going, I might stick this in and just straighten out that tang. You might have noticed that the jaws of this set of tongs I'm making are going to be different lengths. That's because I'm going to try and split one of the jaws and actually turn it into a set of box jaw tongs. That's what I'm going to attempt anyway. That's the hope. Yeah, that was a really cool video there, James. Watched that this morning. Ben Toombs and Ben Strickland. Yeah, it's a gravity. It pulls us up. We've got to fight against gravity to bring it back down. What type of forge is it there, okay, Bushcraft? Five-inch wide. Way! That'd be interesting. I can always try. You're welcome to send it. Nice, okay. Hey, well, you know, it's someone said it yesterday. I think it was James. No, Alex from Valhalla Ironworks says it all the time. You know, you don't fail if you learn. You either succeed or you learn. You never fail. Only fail if you give up. Morning, Mark. How are you? No worries there, Neil. Thanks for coming there, bud. Have a good night. Mountain Critter! Yep. Won't that come out? All right. Yeah, tongs, James. I'm going to attempt to make some box jaw tongs, but I'm going to try. I'm going to attempt. I don't know if they're going to be on the stream or not, but I'm going to attempt drop the tongs welds. be my first time. So if I fail, you can all laugh at me. Or if I don't succeed, I should say, you can all laugh at me. Hey, Hans! Yeah, smash the like button and like the smash button. I mean... Now, let's straighten this up. Oh, no, it's a bit too far in. Okay, that's all right. Still kneeling out, never hurt anyone. I just have to do those marks on the... Let's grab this. It's a little bit warm on this end. Right, that's a bit better. I can hold it now. Right, so that's got to come. Whoa, nearly dead straight. Like a little bit of a bow just there. Oh, guess I can fix that by sticking it in like that. Be mindful not to burn myself again. That didn't tickle, that's for sure. What's going on? No worries there, Ken. Have a good night, mate. Stay safe. Hey, Matt, how's it going? Oh, hang on, I've missed some comments. I'm going to have to go back into the... Let's go back into the comments and find out what's being said and what I missed. Okay. Well, I want to, James. I want to try the drop the forge tong, drop the tongs welding. Simply to see if I can do it. Otherwise, I would tack it up, but then I've got to hook up the welder, and it drags the power, and we don't really. I only have 2 power outlets here, and I've got one running the TV and the computer. Just mild steel there, okay, Bushcraft. Hi, Aiden. Oh, Evan. Oh, good. Yep, Evan. Yep. Hi, Aiden. How are ya? Now I'm caught up on the comments. Drop the tips. You reckon hold on to the handle and drop the tip and then do it that way. Okay. 2 super pretzels. Nice. Yeah. Well, that's what I intend to do. give it a test, see if I can do it. I mean, it's a skill that I want to learn eventually because it'll make making tongs so much easier. Hey Bob, how's it going, mate? That should be hot enough just to straighten that kink. What? Did you believe that kink's now gone? That's dead straight now. Sweet! Oh, apart from the typical wobbles of hand forging, that is remarkably straight. So I'll put that there, so it's out. Nope, I'll put it on a flat spot so I can, like, remarkably straight. That is like die straight. That's awesome. Now to focus on what I'm doing before. I've got no idea there, Will. This is the first time I'm doing it. Yeah, no. So what I burnt down my thumb. I don't know if you can actually see it. Burnt down my thumb across here and then across here. Light's a little bit bad, but yeah, you can kind of see the burn coming across there. When I grabbed it, because I picked it up with this hand and then went to support it with this hand, and yeah, just burnt myself. That wasn't fun. No worries, Mark. Night, Hans. Have a good night. Thanks for dropping in there, bud. I swear I spend half of my time talking and not enough forging. Less yak yak or whack whack. Trust me, I can feel the heat now through my fingers every time I go to pick it up. Got to cool it off a bit. Don't want to wear a glove. Just imagine what would have happened yesterday if I had been wearing a glove. That would have been rather painful. Spent about 20 minutes just circling in my make tank. Well, it wasn't makey. Hey, Leafy! Should have probably made these handles longer when I was making it. You looking for a new what there, Chris? Must have accidentally hit send before you told us what you're looking for a new of. I do that all the time. Halfway through sending something and hit send and looking for a new. Oh yeah, I still use Shortcut. Make sure you update it. No worries, Annalise. I know you're still watching. You just keep sewing. I like shortcut. I've gotten used to it. So I think it's really, really easy to use. Once you get the tips and tricks, tips and tricks of it, it's rather easy. One day I'll learn English. A bit cool, but that's right. Actually, before I do that, pull off these reins, these handle parts again. It's going to be another one of them days. Fine, I'll do it this way. Hey, Corey, how's it going? Yes, it's rectangular cross section, 25mm by 12mm, or imperial, that is 1 inch by ½ inch-ish. Not exact because imperial is slightly bigger. I think it's 25.6mm is 1 inch and 12.3 is like ½ inch, but roughly equivalent. Hey, Protozo! How's it going, mate? Hello, Chris. Have a good one, mate. Thanks for coming. I wasn't quenching the tips. I was quenching the where I'm holding on to on the bar stock. Well, that's good to hear, Corey. Gator Bull, what's going on there, mate? Yeah, I'm only using mild steel because I prefer my tongs to bend and break. I've had a few breakages while I've been trying to do stuff and it's not fun. Just need to go back and forth a bit more. These nibs are nearly done. I've just got to draw this rein attachment out a little bit more and then do some filing to get it looking a bit cleaner. But this side's nearly done. The other side's going to take a bit longer because, like I said, I'm going to attempt to split it, turn it into some box jaws. That's the idea and hope anyway. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but you know. Hang on. I'm going to have to go back. I missed that comment. You guys are all chatting and getting too far ahead of me. Where are we? All right, so don't quench steel unless it's below non-magnetic. Yeah, no, you only get aimless. You only get super chat once you're above 1,000 subscribers. I think you get eligible for it. Yeah, okay, James. Just keep spelling, and that's all right. I understood what you meant. No, it actually come up pretty good. It's a bit tender to heat there, aimless, but other than that, no blisters, nothing like that. I'll come off pretty good. It doesn't. It stopped hurting about 3 hours after I did it. So I let it rest for yesterday, but there's no rest for the wicked, mate. Nice there, Jedible. Yeah, well, what I'm looking at doing there, James, is splitting down the middle and folding them out and then turning it up. That's what I'm in my head works in my head. So I'm going to see if it works. Yeah, thanks, Bob. I knew it was over 1,000 subscribers. I've only got I think I'm 320 at the moment, and I've nearly got 1,000 watch hours. I'm about, I think it was 900 last time I checked, which is freaking awesome. But Sam Towns actually told me that was going to happen. You hit the 1,000 hours before you get your 1,000 subscribers. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, 330. That's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah, thanks, Bob. Hey, little man, how's it going there, bud? What's going on in the life of Kenny? Yeah, well, I would, but I don't own this place. So anything I put up has to be removable. So I'm thinking about putting maybe something across the two support posts here and putting stuff on it. But then also that's why my flag's over here, because I don't want it to accidentally melt and catch fire or whatnot. So, but I will be coming up very shortly. I've got some stickers and stuff, so I've got to figure out where to put them so they're on display. I might have to put something here, piece of steel or something. I can't have a surfboard, but a piece of steel or something like that to have me sticker display on. Nice, Chaz. Awesome. Nope. This needs to be a bit cooler because I can feel it on my fingers. That's better. Now I can actually hold it. Needs to be a little bit thinner. That's all right. I might be able to do that after I cut it off. Yeah, I can do that after I cut it off. There's no worries. All right. Oh, what's being said? Yeah. Yeah, no, give anyone that's not that's on my channel that hasn't subscribed to James at Sprinkle Donut Forge, go ahead. The guy's a great dude, really, really funny. Well, I find him funny anyway. Oh, okay. So speaking of railroad spike challenges, I hit it with oil, but it's still got a little bit of rust. But this is how the boomerang turned out. So I don't know if everyone's on my Instagram, but I had a little bit of a video of me chucking it, and it's scary. I didn't put an edge on it for that reason. It's still scary. That's it. That's the way you do it. Hit the like and then watch the video. I do that too. Right, so let's flatten this out. Get that off there. Start to feel that on my hands with the tongs. There it is. Sitting 52 feet away from the Dan Moss. What did Dan Moss do to you there, Bob? Still a bit warm. Did Mr. Moss upset you there, Bob? At least it was Mossy this time, not Benny boy. Let's get some heat into this. Oh, what have I missed? I haven't missed much. All right, that's all right. Oh, right, okay, 52 away from 1,000. Awesome. No worries there, Jadable. You have a great night there. Is someone else there live? Did there, Benny? Oh, you got some. You got parent ground. Okay. Well, you can go, Ben, if you really want to. Parents are important after all. You know what, Odwood, you know what I just heard in my head? He's my hero. Oh, you're back already? Damn it. No, I'm joking. Right, okay, that's good. Leave that in there for a moment. Some more spreading on this. Right. Now, might be a good idea to pull that out, figure out which way I actually went with it. I went 45 degrees that way. All right. Whoa, it's a bit warm. 45 degree that way. And it's been a while since I made tongs. I can't remember if I'm doing this the right way. Yeah, I think I'm doing it the right way. Doesn't really matter if I'm not. Right. I'll figure out if I'm not doing it the right way shortly, won't I? Right, so hot card. That way it fits better. All right, now where is my tongs? There they are. Pull that out. Grab that because that's freaking hot. That. What's going on with this? Thank you. Right, need to heat this up a bit more. Oh, I don't know if I'm awesome, but I'm all right. Thanks, James. Start for the nibs. I'm starting off with 12 mil by 25 mil or quarter inch by half inch. Sorry, half inch by inch. I know about that, James. This is only a 3-pound hammer. Ish. Check. Yeah, just over 3 pounds. It's not that heavy. Most important thing I find using this hammer, because it is a bit heavier, is I've really got to stretch, because this tendon muscle in here does get tight, so I don't want to cause myself issues later on in life. So I really want to stretch it out, and yeah, that's it. Will, you can move. Like my other hammer, which is this one, is only about 1.5 pounds ish at that, and I've done a lot of work with this hammer. It's a hell of a lot lighter. I've just ordered another little bit lighter hammer than this. It's on its way. But yeah, so I just find that I've just got to make sure I stretch, get warmed up, make sure I don't hurt myself. Hey, how's it going, Newt? But that was a Christmas gift from my partner. This last Christmas or Christmas before, I think, or birthday present, one of the two. It was a gift anyway. Leave that in there. I'll cut that off first. Right, so I'm done with that for now. Got a hole in it, right? That's better. I'll leave that off to the side for the moment while I work on this other one. Chisel. Flat punch. Chisel. One thing I hate about humidity here, everything rusts so fast. All right. Missing comments here. No worries there, Nitch. That sounds pretty cool. See you, Mountain Critters. Thanks for coming there, mate. Nearby Chucky milk. Gotta love the Chucky milk. Always take occasionally just to stretch and make sure everything's good. Oh, starting to rise a little blister on his hand. That's all right. Still hot. How long have we gone for so far? 48 minutes. There we go. Okay. About halfway. Middle. Have to get my cut and plate out in a sec. Heat this back up. Well, that's it. Hey, Mule Kick, how's it going? So you might not be able to see what I'm doing, but all I'm doing is using this plate to split so I don't damage the face of the anvil. Ow! That's it. Don't hit your knuckles with a hammer. That really hurt. Hitting with your knuckles with a hammer is not advised. What in the back of my thumb too? Notice I didn't drop my hammer though. I was rather impressed with that. Spun it in my hand and everything. Right. Operation number 2. Turn with chocolate milk and tea cake. Nice. I dropped my chisel. Does that count there, JT? Wait. Oops. Nice job. That's pretty accurate there, Hugh. So that's where I'm at so far. And spread it out a bit more and then try and turn them up and see what happens. Nice. Are you off there, Kenny? Hey, box of dirt. This thing has lasted me 2 years. I've done everything in it apart from most of that sword. No, I did that in the gas forge, but I did a lot of it yesterday in the just a second. Yeah, I done most of my forging of that in the gas forge, but yesterday I did a lot of it quite a lot of it in the charcoal forge. This kind of makes me feel in touch with the blacksmith of old. You know, they did everything in a charcoal forge, and this thing works amazingly. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. Sorry. Getting there. Hey, go ahead, Newt. Why not? Let's get this out of the way. All right. Just had an odd ting come off my handle. That's why I was just. Seems all right. Yeah, I use charcoal because I can't get any form of coal where I am apart from charcoal. So I make it. There's no coal mines in the Northern Territory. Closest ones are Queensland, and that's about 2,000 kilometres away, or in miles, that's about it's about 900 to 1,100 odd miles. Need to clean these glasses, can't see. Well, your forge is smaller than mine, mate. Mine's about 6 by 3, 6. Yeah, about 6 by 6 ish, give or take. Alrighty, so let's try and bend these over. Alright, so I've started the bend, and I think I might leave this at this point, so that's what it looks like so far. Might leave it at this point, and what I'll do is I'll tighten them up once I actually get these finished and joined together, because that way they're actually, I can clamp them in the vise and tighten them up to whatever stock I need to. No worries there, Elwood. Thanks for coming there, mate. So let me grab this. Put this handle in here. Pull off the handle. Then work out the other side of the boss. Got this side, I've got to do this side of the boss. Draw out some of the, got to do this side of the boss, draw out some of the length of the handle. So, and I need some more charcoal. I make my own charcoal there, Will. On my channel, I've got charcoal kiln part 1 fail and charcoal kiln part 2 success. But yeah, so I make my own charcoal. About a 44-gallon drum worth every month is basically what I go through, but I forge week on, week off. So Yep. Snap, crackle, pop. Breakfast cereal in here. Yeah, but I live on rented property there, Grayson, so, and not to mention, the cone pit method is a hell of a lot of work. I'm lazy. Well, some people call it efficient. Energy efficient, aka lazy. Well, like I said, I do have a gas forge, but like I said, I knocked it off the table I had it set on yesterday. Well, it fell off the table I had it set on yesterday, and did some damage to the shell and busted up my refractory. I'll show you. So, as you can tell, it's more ovular than it is round now. This was round, but it landed there, bent it all in, busted up all my refractory, and shifted the refractory forward initially. You can see a lip in there. It's not supposed to be a lip there, but yeah, so now I've just got to fix up the refractory and make sure nothing leaks. It's all right. Shit happens. Can't get angry about it. Exactly. Just a setback. What? No, it's all right. I can touch it. All right. Good. I'll put that in the fire. I hope I didn't just put a crack in it. That would really annoy me. Oh, what are we on? What have I missed? Yeah, that's all right. Everyone, use what you got. At the end of the day, I did see some plans out there for a wood burning forge, but whilst I can see how that works, I wouldn't want the popping and spitting and cracking that would happen. Okay, what'd you learn there? Okay, bushcraft. Yeah, he set back with charcoal, as far as I've been made aware, is you go through more of it, but I mean, much of a muchness, really. Oh, it's a bit warm, it's a bit warm, bit warm. I'll be able to hold it. Thank you. No, don't do that. That's what you can do. No worries, Lou Faye. Thanks for coming there, buddy. Jeez. Just trying to make another set of tongs there, Granddads. Thanks. How are you, mate? I have seen that side of the clinker. I've seen that side of the clinker come out of this. It was the pancake about that big. I threw it outside once it cooled down and it just shattered. But yeah, it was huge. Still just making the tongs. So far I've cut off one side so I can do I've just got to scarf that up a bit more. But I'm just trying to finish off the other side at the moment so I can cut that off and scarf them up together basically. Straighten it out, scarf them up. Then weld it. The attempt is I've got to weld it. Again, attempt to drop the tongs weld to the reins, which come off another old set of tongs. I just cut them off and thought, well, they're still good reins, and I'll just see if I can weld them. No, don't ban him there, Granddad. Yeah, with a box of dirt at camp, the J-Bod boards at camp. Because you've got to remember the dirt and the sand and everything in it can collaborate and turn molten. So in a J-Bod forge, charcoal can can make clinker. It surprised the hell out of me the first time, and then I thought about it and thought, no, that makes sense. And so I call it dragon snot. It makes some really nice stuff. Hang on, I'll grab a sample. I keep it because when you go to fairs and stuff like that, you know, you can sell little bits and pieces to kids. But I'm not sure if you can see. It's got a nice gleam to it. It turns a bit green. See if I can find the nicest one of it. No. It's over there. So this is one of the nicest pieces I got, and see if you can see that. So it's got green and all sorts of white and green. It's really pretty, and that's a clinker that came out of the forge, and yeah, it can turns out really pretty. So I keep them aside when I go to and take them to workshops and fairs and stuff like that, where you're doing a bit of large forging. Keep a couple out, genuine genuine dragon snot, and people go, wow, and for 50 cents, $1 or $2, I get something out of what's a waste product, and they get something that's really cool to look at. Dragon turd, dragon snot, what they spit out. That's it. The kids prefer snot the turds. They don't want to play with turds, but they'll play with snot. Most. Get back in there. Need to set up for this cut, and I haven't even set up yet. All right. No, simple. Have a good one. Catch your run. Yeah, they're for sale on, if you link in any one of my video descriptions. I've got 2 at the moment on Spreadshirt. I should have a couple more. I've got this one. I've got the dragon snot one, and then I've got a few adult themed ones. That one's blacksmiths do it better. What is it? Turn it on, get it hot, hit it hard, leave it wet. So I've got a couple. That's it. I also have a Christmas one to come out later on this year. The Gorilla Snot Welder. That's a funny one. I like that shit. Make sure they're roughly the same length. Oh, that's a bit long. Ouch. I think I just cut that the wrong way. Oh well. So I have to fix it in a minute, won't I? Did I cut it the wrong way? I did cut it the wrong way. Okay. No, actually that might work out to be better for this side anyway. That way I can leave it on there and hammer down. That actually might turn out to be better. And this one I'm going to have to leave hanging off there. Or hanging off there. Oh well. I'll leave them off the side for a moment. Oh, come on. Thank you. All right, so now work on these lengths. I'm probably going to need to grab these by a set of tongs because these are going to get warm very quickly. Okay, what a mess. See you, JT. Thanks for coming there, mate. Work well for a hardy. It should do. I wouldn't see why not. There will. Matter of it can harden. I mean, mine's made out of a piece of 38mm rebar. Holds up well enough. It's been going for 2 years. Well, work with what you got there, bud. That works quite fine. And there's different ways to mount it too. Like I use mine the hardy that I made on a homemade anvil, but I've seen people use hot cuts in a vise, in a clamp, all different sorts of things. Handheld hot cuts work just fine too. Basically, it's a handled chisel. No worries there, Ben. Thanks for coming there, mate. Have a great night. So I want to... Sorry, guys. All right. No worries there, Newt. Safe for coming there, bud. Catch you later, Andy. Oh, let's take 5 and have a drink, have a rest. Oh, hang on. Drink, rest, before I hurt myself. Granddad is a nut. He's a wonderful nut. He's kind of like a nutty professor. He's an awesome dude. That's why I gave him a blue wrench, because he suits my personality perfectly. He was also one of my first subscribers, and he was also the first person, the first subscriber to ever buy a t-shirt. I've got a couple out there now. Kenny from Metalman, he has one. I believe Craig Jardine has one. Of course, Rob has one. A couple of people have them now, so it's pretty cool. Granddad is on the honor roll. He was there right at the start. I think I only had about maybe 20 subscribers when Granddad joined me. Which was absolutely fantastic, and I'm honoured to have him here. Oh, how long have I been going for? An hour and a half. Half hour more. We'll go. Gonna have a little bit of a break. It gets a bit sweaty. It's a bit warm here today. Temperature is, let's go to the Bureau of Meteorology, who says today's temperature is currently 32 degrees Celsius. I think that's about 90 odd in Fahrenheit, I think. Can't remember. So what's everyone else working on? You guys seen my sword and everything like that? Oh, right, okay. I was going to say, Will, I thought you were in Australia, aren't you, in New South? And then, yeah, okay, bedtime, night shift, yep, that makes sense. Let's see how this turned out. Oh, straight as a die. Hang on. Don't want to go burning myself. Make sure it's nice and cool. So, straight as a die. That is freaking awesome. So, this is the sword I was working on yesterday. So, of course, it's going to be it's a fetish wort. So, it's a long European longsword. Now, it's basically grinding, getting it nice and nice looking. Make up the furniture, and then once I make up the furniture, it'll be hardening and tempering. And I've got to build a quench tank, and then I've got to figure out a way to temper this thing. So I'm making a fetish wort there. Will, I am actually going to do a video on it. Barely fits in the screen. Look at that. So. Yeah, it's coming along rather awesome. It's I'm actually rather proud of it. It's taken me, every time I pick it up and every time I do something with it, I end up hurting myself or damaging something. But first time everyone that's here pretty much knows I broke the top off me anvil, and that was the first time I was working on it. The second time was yesterday, and then I fell off my forge and I burnt myself on it. So yeah. It's basically at the end. It's going to look something along the lines of this. This is just a mild steel one that one of my HEMA friends made up as a mock-up, and it's going to look something like this eventually. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Either that or another idea I've had is build up a decent pile of charcoal, stick a pipe in it, and just bring up the heat and just bring it back and forth. Thanks, Grandad. I think it looks pretty good too. Hey, Kenny, I think you just missed out on my mention of you, mate. You're one of the blokes that have one of my shirts. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Big section of tube or square RHS, and doing it that way. That's what I'm thinking. Don't like to think too hard. Sometimes I strain myself. I saw it on your video there the other day, Kenny. I do watch. Nope, my bottle's not empty yet. Force Collins. We play with hot things and live in the dark. Sounds about right. So that's my first sword. And the reason why I went for this design as my first sword is because I don't have to worry about have to worry about bevels. I don't have to worry about edges or anything like that. Alarm. I don't have to worry about putting edges or bevels on it like that. It's a very, very simple, non-sharp training sword, but it still gets me into, I've still got to forge a tang, I've still got to make a pommel, I've still got to do a cross guard and stuff like that. So it's an easy first sword. And I thought, well, I use it, I'm going to be using it anyway, so, why not? A homemade salad? No worries there, Monica. If you're still here, that's awesome. I love the homemade salads. I'm lucky enough that I can pretty much get home cooked meals every night. Back into it, eh? That's it there, Will. All right, getting closer and closer. Have this out. Right, so that's scarf 2. So let's have that. Let's match up what I'm gonna do. Coming down to the weld. Wait, that's a little bit warm. That's right, that's better. Alright, so what I want to do with that, so let's put that there. So come out like that, drop the tongs, Okay, so I need a hammer close by. Yep. There's JT when you need him. Drop forged. Alright, light a hammer. No, because otherwise I'm going to be hammering left-handed. So if I go that way, I'm going to have to grab this with this. Alright, so grab this with this side, there, drop, like that. That is pretty much how it's going to have to go. Let's say. Right. So these two marry up. And then how about this one? This one's going to have to use a different set of tongs. Whoop, that was a bit warm. Didn't burn me, it was just warm. All right. Don't need a seal, not with a long sword. With an arming sword, yes. All right, so there. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more work on that one. So that one, there. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to move that hammer. This second one. There, perhaps. Drop forwards again. So I'm just practicing on what the steps I need to do when I bring it to the anvil in order to actually do it. So, yeah. Okay. Or am I better off with this one? Better off. Better off going here, there, and oops. I might be better off doing that. So with that one, jaw in tongs, drop that way. This one, tongs in left hand, hammer this way. Okay. But I need to do a bit more work on this one first. And then I've got to clean my forge out, make sure there's no clinker in there to steal some any yeah, Australian warm. I find it's not so much it saves time, it just prevents mess ups. I wouldn't say poetry there, mule kick. Like I said earlier, you guys get to see if this works or not. This might not work. You never know. That's a bit better. That's the wrong one. That's a bit better. All right, so time to clean out the forge. And time to clean out the forge and make sure this is clinker free. And it's not woody. I always find that the clinker to generate around my twig. That's a decent sized one. And I always tell the difference because they're always brighter orange. They hold the heat better. Well, they hold the heat. It's a bit warm. Wait. There's a whole pile of them. I'll be with you in a sec, guys. Just a second. I'm just getting these clinkers out. All right. Okay. Just a sec. Hey, Sammy! How's it going there, Sam? Oh. Moving these clinkers out of the way so I don't accidentally scrape them back in. Right. Do or die time, guys! Dun dun dun! Alright, so let's cool off this handle. I want to be able to hold it, and it's going to get freaking hot. Alright, and then this. Alright, so for this one, it was like this, and drop the tongs, and then hammer. All right. That's it. Mortal Kombat down. Put up attention there, Will. See the glove. Might need a glove. It's not going to harm it sitting in there for a second or two. I'll keep that in mind there, Sam. It's nearly there. Wait for the one with the boss. There we go. Bugger! Wrong way. Damn it. Ah, well, clean her off. Start again. Found attempt number 1. Go away. Thank you. Man. It's bloody hot enough too. Damn it. Try again. Too much of a rush. More haste, less speed, as my grandmother would have said. Nearly there. Two, three. Ah! Come on. That's slippery. Damn it. Yeah. Well, I failed too. I might have to do it the cheats way. And that's just tack it. Tack weld it and then stick it in the fire and then weld it. I don't feel pressure at all. The only person I pressure is myself. It's the only person I'm pressuring. Breaking some of this off today, everything off. Might give it one more go and see how we go. If I don't, then I'm calling the stream and I'll tack weld it together and I'll forge weld it that way. Maybe, just maybe, I'll try the other side. I'm going to need my other glove. Yeah, could be there, Sam. That's true there, Abby. Hey, Floyd, how's it going? Got enough time for one more attempt. Right, Rabbit. Ready? Here we go. Here goes nothing. Nah, too cold. One more try. Quickly. Yep, bit harder than there, that's what I thought too. It was nearly there. If I can get the sparklers out now, maybe. Can't see the end of it anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Too cold, too cold, too cold. Nah, damn it! Oh well. Nearly had it. So I'm going to cheat and I'm going to tack weld the bloody things together and then forge weld them. Well, it's going to be something I'm going to continue practicing into the future, that's for sure. Bugger. It would have been cool to get it done live on a live stream, but what can you do? It's a bit too late for one more time. Time for a drink. Time to cool down. Say good night, fire. Get rid of these spots in my eyes. I wasn't looking directly at it, but still, when you're dealing with high heat like that, you still get spots. It's like looking into a camera flash. I know better than to look directly into forge welding heat. That's all right, Sam. Thanks for coming there, bud. I know you're a busy man. Wink, wink. It's all good. Well, guys, thanks very much for sticking around and watch me dick around for the last hour and a half, 2 hours, near on 2 hours. Hope you all enjoyed yourself. Thanks for giving me a thumbs up. If sharing the stream for those of you who do, don't forget to share my channel if you want to help me grow. Have a good day, guys, or a good night if you're in the US. Sleep well. And of course, I have a new video coming out tomorrow. So you can all look forward to that. Well, tomorrow my time, so it'll be early morning. Evening Wednesday for you guys. Have a good one, guys. I'll catch you all later. Cheers.